Last time on Crown of the Kobold King, Scarab and Monet were able to save Rootmoore from bleeding to death. As the party made the decision to rest in the storeroom, they heard a voice call out to them. The group moved in to investigate, and it was Culbrin, the town butcher. Our heroes freed him and made the decision to immediately head back to Falcon's Hollow. On the way there, they were attacked by a Wyvern. Our story continues now.
Okay, so I am a person that consumes TikTok, and I see the TikTok trends. And I am a woman, so I see a lot of the trends aimed at women. And one that I saw, and I just wanted to ask you guys, because you guys are like three of the main men in my life.
Manly.
Did you say manly?
Manly men. Just tell the listeners how big we are. We're awesome.
Okay. So
They don't know. Give them a good look at these biceps. Can you hear it?
For the listeners out there, what brought on my question is I walked into the room and all three of them were making bear noises. And for the women, you know where I'm going with this because
See, that's a good one, Emad.
It has been a pretty popular trend on like TikTok. So I have to ask y'all, with me being a woman in your life, would you rather leave me in the forest alone with a bear, like a real dangerous bear, one of the more dangerous bears, or a man?
Polar bear.
What man? Dangerous. What type of man?
It doesn't matter.
It's a stranger.
A total rando stranger?
It's a stranger.
Yeah.
Bear.
See, that's what's so tough.
First thought immediately was, well, hold on. If it's a total stranger, all you have to do is run faster than him, and the bear will get him.
No, it is one or the other. One or the other. And I want y'all each to answer, and then I want to hear each of your like reasonings separately.
I got you.
So Emad says bear. Cody?
I say
no, not reasoning.
Well, you said reasoning. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
but after I just want everyone to answer,
Okay.
and then we'll go through reasonings.
Okay.
If y'all want to. Bear or man?
But I guess because look, and I know that this is the conversation. I think it's a really good conversation.
Wait,
100%.
before we get into the whole conversation, I just want to hear your answer, and then we'll get into it.
Like what we know about the man is that he's a stranger. Like, is the bear hungry? I don't know if that matters.
No. Cody, you answer first, and then we'll get into yours.
Yeah.
Before we get into all of that.
I'm
stuff.
also weighing the pros and cons. If I was going to be in the most absolute cynical position and say the worst of the worst bears and the worst of the worst men, I would prefer you were with a bear.
Okay.
Because at least the intent there is solely to kill.
Sorry. We'll get into the reasoning.
Yeah.
I'm going to say man.
Man?
Yeah.
I want to hear Cody and Emad, your reasoning first, and then I'll get to
Go ahead, Emad. You have the floor.
Well, here's the thing. My immediately
Hey, for the listener, it is Cinco de Mayo, and we have been getting it in.
We've been sinking some Mayos, if you know what I mean.
All right.
An empty jar of Hellmann's in the kitchen.
Yes, sir. Still waiting on that Cinco de Mayo food.
Your immediate.
My immediately.
Fuck, man! She gave you the word.
This is gonna be a good episode.
Yeah, it is.
My immediate thought is when you said man or bear, I first thought scary man. But this is a random man. And I even searched on Google, what are the chances that a random man is bad? There's no answer.
That's the thing. The question is, like, how do you, as a man, feel about a woman being alone with a man? It's a many-sided question.
Yeah.
My answer is very dark. It's very dark.
I mean, so is the question.
Yeah.
There's a reason a lot
I
of
say
men
bear
can't
for a
handle
reason, because a bear will kill you. A man will do
much worse.
Here we go. Cody, what about you?
I had the same line of thought. Honestly, like if it's a scenario like where it's out in the middle of the woods, you would hope that somebody would be good enough and worry about mutual survival. So in that case, it's like, what are the odds? 50-50, Emad. Like that's what it is. Now, I mean, like that is skewed by a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're assuming and you can't take the risk, then it's like I'm in the same line of thought. Like a bear, especially considering it's like if it was the worst of the worst bears, which that one was not up for debate, it was just the most dangerous bear.
Yeah.
Then it's like, at least the bear would have the goal of, killing and eating you. Who knows what the goal of the other is? I would hope that you would be able to, evade the bear or scare off the bear. But I mean, again, depending on the type of bear, that doesn't matter.
Now, like, if you knew how to defend yourself, does this person, is it actually you, Felicia?
Yes. If it's actually me, would you rather me be in the forest alone with a, I do not know this bear. I also do not know this man.
Do you know how to take down a male figure?
Do I personally currently
Yes.
right now? No. I mean, no. I mean, I think that I would try to, but have I trained that kind of stuff? No. Would I fight if somebody came at me? I'd try to.
I kind of want to change my answer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Let me give
because
Let Matt give his
go
reasoning
Matt.
first.
Go Matt.
because it's a way loaded question, and
Yeah, it
but
is.
me knowing Felicia, you're not so easily swayed and trusting that you would give a man a hard time if the roll of the dice leads them to be a piece of shit. That because I'm still considering that a 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand the question.
Mm-hmm.
But you are a tough and you're a tough individual. What's the other word I'm looking for?
Bitch.
You I mean,
very
you care.
hard to earn trust.
Yeah, so I know you would give the person.
I'm not even there yet.
You wouldn't.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just mean to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to. You have to learn to turn the listening part of conversing with Felicia off. JK, but no, I think you're not so easily trusting, and like I hate the consequences of both are bad, but I feel like you might fare okay with just a stranger person. I don't know. I don't freaking know.
Okay, Emad, let me hear what
Yeah.
you want to change your.
That's kind of why I want to change it to man, because you have that chance that the man will be good.
You're
And
not a damsel
also-
in distress type of person.
Exactly. You're not trusting. So this person cannot trick you.
Okay. Let's change it to most dangerous bear, most dangerous man.
Oh.
Not that he has weapons or
Well, I'm
anything.
going back to bear then.
Then I would go to bear.
Yeah, bear.
Yeah.
Because even without knowing that, if I
I don't want
go
you to
back
be tortured. A bear's not going to torture you.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, bears also kind of suck.
But chances are one good swipe and your guts are out.
Yeah.
Chances are.
Now,
Like a dude's not going to do that.
well,
No.
I want to hear what you want to say, Bum.
But I mean, you never know. Still, you never know.
There are some dudes that really suck. They make documentaries about them.
But I would
Yeah.
rather die by a bear.
Exactly.
I would rather let nature take me. At least the bear's going to eat me. The dude's not going to eat me.
Yeah, the problem that I have is that, like, even when... See, I said that 50-50 was, like, the case on whether a person is good or bad. And, like, a lot of people talk about, like, well, if it really is 50-50, then why does it seem like most people are decent and very few people are like truly evil. Like there's only so many documentaries about really awful men in history.
It's just like people with opinions. The ones with opinions are the loudest.
They're the ones
so
speaking.
it seems like
Let me
they are the most.
Finish this because what it really boils down to is whether or not the individual is a coward. Because I think that based on things that I've heard, and I agree with this opinion, the idea is that there are 50% good people and 50% bad people. I think that the rules of society and the rules of consequence, or the outcome of consequence, puts people in their place to keep them from acting. It's the same reason why good people let bad things happen. It's the same reason why bad people don't go out and become the Jeffrey Dahmers and the Ted Bundys of the world.
And like good people will do bad things just not knowing any better.
Yeah.
So it's a lot up to chance, but I just feel like
the outcome for me, with the chance of it being bad, the bad chance is so bad that I would wish for you the sweet mercy of a potentially swift end. And like, don't get me wrong, I have no delusions that, bears mercy kill. Like polar bears will, most bears, when there are bear attacks, will go for the soft bits first. They'll eat your guts while you're alive, and it's awful, but the most awful thing that humans are capable of far exceeds that, and they can make it last a lot longer. Watch Game of Thrones. There's a really good example of a piece of shit person in Game of Thrones.
Cody, you were saying that you were going on vacation with Felicia to Yellowstone pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
He was gonna leave me in the forest. Actually,
we were gonna find one of the really big shiny hot tubs and get in.
we need to put an end to this conversation.
It's fine. It's time to settle the question. People want answers.
Before
the finding Matthew a mother date is like coming to a close. Emad's single. He's still single. He's looking. We need to find a stranger to go to Yellowstone with Felicia and Cody.
I want
to see what actually happens.
Send your submissions.
I wanted to say because it is like a trend on TikTok of like women answering the question, would they rather be alone in a forest with a man or a bear? For me,
I thought you pulled that out of your ass.
No, I explained that it was from TikTok.
She prefaced it.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
I know.
Typical man.
I thought you were just saying.
This is why you're not in the woods with her.
I thought you were just saying I like TikTok, but anyways.
But
I don't know, man.
There goes Felicia being irrelevant.
Personally, my answer is also, like many women, the bear, because and I understand you censoring this.
That was my first thought.
Yep.
And regardless of whether or not I know that the man is the most dangerous man, even if it was just a harmless looking man, I would still be afraid that being alone in the woods, that man could subdue me. And
the biggest serial killers are the ones that look harmless.
I know.
It's just fact.
So yeah, I was just curious because you guys were making all the bear sounds. It made me think of the question, and I've seen like the trend of people asking like their husbands or their friends that question.
Hey guys,
the most important.
No more bear sounds, guys.
I think the most for me, the most pressing for any, because there are plenty of dudes that don't understand the question because they're daft. But the most important part of this question is the second part where, okay, I'm going to ask you guys. If Felicia is alone in the woods, would you rather her be with a bear or a strange woman?
I couldn't hear anything after you said daft. Is that another text message word? Or?
No, daft. No, Emad, you're being daft.
What is daft?
Daft meaning stupid, foolish, crazy. If somebody is
so that's
daft
just a made-up word.
No, not a made-up word.
No, that word's been around longer than you in the United States.
Damn.
There's a very famous,
daft lad.
a very famous set of producers called the Daft Punk.
I'm just everybody using like fucking.
But Emad, the question
again, he is single and a boomer.
he's falling down the daft hole. Emad, quick, come out!
Not a boomer.
But the question is, would you prefer Felicia to be alone in the woods with an angry bear or an angry woman?
Angry bear or angry woman?
Yeah, or just a bear or a woman.
Felicia has a fighting chance with a woman.
With the bear.
An angry woman. Because, like, we don't... like Felicia said, something we don't want to talk about, that chances of that happening are very low. So a woman.
Yeah. Well, we do also have to take into account the psychological damage. How long is she going to be in the woods with this angry woman? Because, I mean, if it's long enough, Felicia might just
I might kill.
take the easy way out.
You might be the
I
danger.
might kill myself.
But it's just a real quick way to.
Turns out I'm the angry woman.
Turns out I'm in the woods alone. I'm in the loads of wood.
Yeah, it's definitely a thought experiment for dudes to check themselves. At least that's how I take it. Just be like, hey, maybe when you are in that dark alleyway and you're the dude and there's a woman, be mindful that you might scare the fuck out of them.
Yeah, it's just be if you are on a dark street with a woman who is walking alone at night and she starts to walk very quickly away from you, don't take it personally. Shit's scary out there. And also same for if you are walking behind a man and he starts walking away from you quickly. Shit's scary out there. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just scary to be alone with a stranger.
Yeah, one way to look at it is I deal with a lot of stray cats and stuff. You see a cat, they're not like a fucking dog. You see a cat, you keep your distance. You let them know you're cool. It takes about a year until they realize, oh, you know what? You're not going to kill me. And then you can pet the cat.
That does actually make me think of another thing that I've thought about, that for me personally, as a woman, when I hear that somebody hates cats, I take that as
That's
a red flag.
Yeah, it
because
is.
cats are all about consent.
Yeah.
And if you can't...
If you don't like cats, you have no patience.
Yes, exactly. And you... Especially when they're like... Because cats won't just like love you like dogs do.
Because you're aggressive.
It's because you have to wait for the cat to consent to your affection.
Oh, and also, they're not always going to like you. At the end of you could spend a year with that cat, and there's a chance it won't like you. That's its prerogative.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets taken away immediately and then brought back later and then taken away again. Toshio is a great example of that. I've been around him for a long time, and there are times where he just, like, if I walk into a room, he runs away, and there are other times where I'll be in a room and he'll run up and hop in my lap, and I will take him out of my lap, and he'll hop right back in, and he just won't want to be away from me, and then other times he's just like, no, don't even look at me, watch me.
Yeah.
He chooses.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
chooses.
Big
Wants it when he wants it.
personalities.
So that's a big red flag for me when somebody says that they don't like cats.
Hi, welcome to the Soy Boy Podcast.
Hey, ladies, no worries. You won't catch me in an alleyway late at night because I only stay home. You
All
wanna see
right,
my
you
room?
tofu farting fucks. You ready to party?
I'm so sorry. Sorry, it's
Let's get that
it's 'cause you
estrogen
guys
up.
were all being bears.
No, that was awesome. I liked it.
Okay. Also, I'm on my period, so it's, you know.
The bears can smell the menstruation.
That's why we're all making bear noises. We're in the woods.
All right, let's fight a
All right, you can cut that down to 5 minutes.
How long was that?
40. No, 30.
No, it's 18. It's fine.
No, that's a good one.
Hey, man, it was good to go.
We haven't had a nice little talk in a minute. Not
Yeah.
since Justin was here. Justin. How's he doing?
So I don't know.
You've been a minute.
In the basement.
Like Emad said, it's been a couple weeks.
You know, I talk to him. I try to talk to him once a week. Every time I talk to him, we just talk about D&D. So as far as I know, great.
Maybe we could play.
His character's still alive. That's all I know about my brother.
Shouldn't have
Character's
been in the
alive.
woods, you know?
Huh?
Shouldn't have found himself in the woods with me.
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't be in the basement.
I don't know what that means.
The real question
He's in
is,
the
would you
basement
rather
right
be...
now.
Be like, hey, Justin, you should have chose the bear, huh?
Should have chose the bear instead of the angry woman.
Bear won't tie you up and force you on a podcast.
Yeah, man.
Your content now.
I don't know what kind of bears you've been hanging out with. Speaking of horrible situations in the woods,
Yeah.
when we last left off, the last thing you heard as you were conversing on your merry way back to town was a wing beat fluttering above you and you notice too late as you look up and a pair of claws begin to reach towards you. I had you all roll for initiative. What did you get?
Did you have us roll?
Yes.
I didn't roll for it.
Yes, I did.
I rolled.
I either rolled or I didn't. I don't know. Did we roll last episode?
I did.
I said roll for initiative, and then after that, I was like, you know what, it's a good place to stop. But everybody was doing, everybody was jerking off the air.
I might have
Well,
been just
talking to JC, and so...
Yeah.
I don't know if I rolled.
All right, roll it. Now.
Does that mean I get to roll again too?
No, because you know what it was before.
right. I was honest.
remembered my roll. It was
What'd you get?
It was very bad. I rolled a 2 on the die, which I'm pretty sure I rolled a 2. Which
I believe
makes,
you.
Yeah, 13, which makes it a 13.
Hey, that's what you got last combat.
Okay, well that's
Scarab, what'd you get?
makes sense.
30.
Wow. Oh my god. You know what? Unless Felicia rolled something crazy, you might go first. Monet?
Get ready for this one. I rolled a 13.
All right. Which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
No, I mean between the two of you. You both got
Let's do it
13.
Baldur's Gate style. We just both go at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's up to you.
Know. I don't even see the map, Cody. Take
You want
it.
to rock, paper, scissors?
please.
Take it to the core.
If you will redirect your map to the northeasternmost quadrant, we have made a tiny forest for you.
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Wow.
You want to draw like a circle or something?
You go first because you're right next to him.
Okay.
All right, Monet, you get a 14 for your initiative.
Nice.
It's a zombie Drake. Oh.
Yep,
He's
because
got
Scarab,
skin
as the wing beats begin to push air heavily onto the back of your napes, you react quickest and you turn around, ready for what approaches, and there are outstretched claws of a rotting blue wyvern. Its scales torn away, its bones exposed, its jaw unhinged, its mouth agape, as it lets out a breathless scream, its eyes glowing a horrific and oddly serene yellow.
That's not good. I like how Cody put us all on a line.
What, were you walking in a...
Oh, can I?
Were you walking in formation on the way back to town casually while having a conversation about touching sausage?
Is my Cody? Can I get the big tricky token on this map?
Yes, you can, because you asked.
Thank you. It is happening.
Yes.
Big tricky.
What's up, gamers? Or what's up, internet? Welcome to the battle.
That's
Okay.
a big tricky.
I was gonna say he's a little too big.
Although, bear in mind, Big Tricky is currently carrying
It's a callback to the banter.
Hey,
Bear in mind.
bear in mind.
Bear in mind.
Episode title.
Hang on, I gotta move this
being-
guy to the front. There we go. He is currently riding on Tricky, which is why you were in front, Scarab, because you would have been right next to him.
Okay. I got a big question. It is what it is. Would you allow any space on Tricky for Scarab, or is he fully taken up by Culbrin?
That would be fully taken up because Culbrin is medium and Tricky is large.
Yeah.
So you can't ride something that is more than or less than one size larger than you. And so I feel like the weight of both of you would be too much.
Okay.
You know what? You could do an athletics check to shove him off of Tricky if you'd like, sending him prone onto the ground.
No, that's the thing. I'm not trying to leave him defenseless. This just sucks as always.
I will also let you know he is unarmed and he is not a fighter or any kind of combatant.
No, he's
so
a
he is
butcher.
he's a butcher. And he doesn't even have his butcher's knives on him, so he's got HP,
Amateur.
but he ain't got nothing to contribute. Ain't got nothing.
Is he at full health? Can we surmise?
Yes, he was healed by your cleric, and he is at full health, 0 stamina. It's not a lot as a townsfolk. He's got he actually has
Less than 10, probably.
8 HP.
Oh.
I think that it would be a good idea to send Tricky running with him towards town.
No, trust. First things first. always forget what it's called. 10 paces. 10 paces. I'm going to move 5 feet, 10 feet. 5 feet down, 10 feet for that diagonal. Okay. He's going to look at Tricky. Things going through Scarab's mind. We need this fella alive.
Yes.
Tricky! Yes. Yeah! He's going to slap Tricky on the ass. Tricky is going to take one action. Tricky is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet to the edge of our map here.
He has a second action as well.
Yes. Can I spend an action to...
Here's a little bit of free sight, right? Free perception here. When you sense danger, glance back, and you see this horrific, tattered, rotting creature swooping down at you, you see that its claws are outstretched like it's looking to pick up and grab Monet. It is something that is looking for prey on instinct alone. And so you feel like if you were to command Tricky to run, it probably would not pursue.
I know. Here's where I was getting was Tricky running 35 feet and then fucking homeboy off his back.
I'd let you spend an action to do that, to let him forcibly dismount him.
But...
Spend Tricky's other action to dismount.
It's such a tough situation.
Ain't I a stinker?
For sure. I put homeboy on Tricky's back.
Yeah.
But he needs to live. He will run the 35 feet, spin around, and almost like he's talking to Bartrand as he shimmies himself. He's gonna look back and be like, "Get off, bro. We got something to do here." So he's gonna kick Bartrand. I said Bartrand. Who the hell is Bartrand? He's gonna kick Culbrin off.
We all know who you're talking about.
He's gonna knock Culbrin off further away, like he spun and Culbrin flew off his ass.
Okay. I will fling him away 10 feet off the screen for you.
Scarab's final 2 actions. Fire! He's gonna take a shot.
Alrighty.
Come on. You know what? With a PP.
All right. Opening volley. Here we go.
Come on, baby. Come on, pistolero!
Okay, that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Scarab's die was a natural 1.
Wow. Good thing you used that PP.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yikes.
Yeah, definitely. This is not a fight to
trying
fight.
to
Guys,
do that.
you know what, guys? Just don't roll a 1 this fight, okay? Not the fight for that.
No.
Save it for later.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 7 piercing magical.
7 points, piercing magical. Beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna try to distract this fellow while I reload. We're gonna do the Raconteur's reload. I'm going to try to distract him.
This is against Will DC, correct? Deception against Will DC?
Deception,
okay,
yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, Scarab sees this dude careening towards Monet. And Scarab is scared. Hey! Over here! Over here! He starts waving a torch and he runs towards the porta potties off in the distance. Hey!
Knife finds a way.
With a 18 deception. Oh no. Throw it! Throw his gun.
As you glare into the eyes of this rotting, fetid beast, its glowing yellow eyes seem almost glazed over, like it is next to ambivalent to external stimuli. It seems to not regard you whatsoever. Even when you planted the shot, it almost seemed to not react. Granted, your bullet definitely made impact and definitely looked like it damaged the creature. It tore a flap away from its wing as it pierced through, but it seems fixated on something or nothing. It is acting on pure instinct.
Yeah, as he loads that bullet into the chamber. Monet, run! That's it.
Next is the Wyvern.
No!
And as it careens down towards the ground at breakneck and reckless speeds, it will attempt to swipe at Monet with its talons. We're going to use the dragon die from Emad on this one. His nice necrotic floating eye.
Don't forget your PP. Don't forget your PP.
Monet does not have. Monet does not have her armor on.
The stone armor. Okay, this is potentially big.
Do you want to use your PP before Cody says the thing? No?
Really good roll. That is going to be a 32 to hit.
Jesus
That is a critical
Christ.
Okay. Monet, as these jagged claws make contact with your body, you take 11 points of slashing damage, and the claws grab you.
Oh, we just don't want any necrotic
Something you notice immediately is that the angle and speed of the attack you felt should have been far more deadly than what you experienced.
Okay.
You, in game terms, should have been critically hit. It does not seem like this creature is capable of critting.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
whoa.
convenient.
So you take, I mean for you, not for me. It would have been
Yeah.
awesome for me.
Oh, yeah, brutal.
It deals 11 points of slashing damage. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 9 points of slashing damage. And you are grabbed. The creature, in that swooping motion, one claw reaches out, slashing and grabbing you, while the other thunderously collides with the ground. For a moment, its tattered, leathery wings beat on the ground before it lifts up into the air with you in tow. It will move half of its move speed, which is 10 feet up. Nope, sorry, fly speed is 60. It moves 30 feet up into the air.
Okay, so you counted that free grab as an action as well, right?
I did not. So it lands on the ground with a thunderous crash, and you are in its claws. Its wings begin beating, kicking up dust and debris as if it intends to take off.
Yeah,
With you in tow.
That's right.
Okay.
For the DMs and the listeners, what is it? If you choose to use the free grab
You get the grab automatically, but it still
or an
costs
action.
an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which is actually huge.
I think the only
It is.
reason I'm not sure is because this one says
Damage plus grab.
no. This one says if the claw hits as a free action. See, not on this
Free
one. As
action.
a
Oh,
free action,
Jesus,
the Wyvern
okay.
can either
Whoa.
automatically grab the target or knock it prone.
There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
So
that's
there it is.
brutal. That's brutal.
We'll roll back to what I said before.
Okay. Fuck.
Its wings begin to beat, and it lifts you 30 feet up into the air as it begins to take off with you in tow. And as it reaches the apex of that 30 feet, its talons release you, and you begin to plummet back to the earth.
As it reaches 30 feet.
Yes.
So it's not immediate.
So you
It's
will
not
begin,
immediate.
on your turn, you begin falling 30 feet.
Come on, do some X-Men bullshit. Let's go.
I don't want to be that guy, but I think it just happens.
Does it?
Yes.
Well, but it.
I'm pretty sure falling immediately happens. Like we did some of the stuff with the well with falling, I think we did wrong.
Can you arrest a fall? Can you
If
grab?
there's an edge to grab, but there's no edge,
Could I grab onto its talon?
I'll let you try that.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Give me one
How
moment.
crazy can
so
we
first
get?
of all, the way that falling works, anything more than 5 feet, you land and you take bludgeoning damage
I have
equal to half
catfall.
the distance. And so catfall lets you do treat as
It-
half.
It treats it as 10 feet less.
Okay. So that would still be 20 feet, so it'd be 10 bludgeoning damage, and if you take any damage from a fall, you land prone. In the first round of falling, you fall 500 feet. 1,500 each round thereafter. So
Okay,
Emad is
okay.
correct, because you started falling this round, you will fall to the earth and impact. Go ahead and give me that reflex save to grab an
It's
edge.
too bad.
Yeah.
It'd be so. Oh man, it'd be so cool if it was all just like slow mo.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna get tricky to run the hell over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Falling's fast.
So
That's the game that I'm working on.
an acrobatics check or a reflex save.
Mm-hmm. Whichever's higher for you.
You got this, homeboy. You got any reaction bubble shields?
You do it as a reaction, though, and she hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
But I think we talked about this before. You
That's
can use your reaction ahead of time. You just won't have it for the following round.
Well, like, it's up to you if they haven't gone yet, if you feel like they have a reaction or not, if they're ready for it.
See, normally, at least personally, I say no. But I think we talked about this in a prior ep, and we said that we would let it happen, but then you don't get your reaction for the following round. So you're basically spending your reaction ahead of time to not have it later.
I also think that it's fair because Matt did take a chance with Scarab to warn Monet. He said, Monet, run.
I'm going to let it go. Well, I think I'm going to fall back. If I'm wrong on that, then I'm okay with that being the norm. If you spend your reaction before you've gone, that's okay, but you can't spend it until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, like, I don't think you're wrong. It's up to your choosing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We
I just
need
want to make sure we, like, I don't care what we do
standards.
as long as we do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Consistency is important, not rules.
for sure.
That is a 19.
Oh, you got that.
That is success.
Hell yeah.
You
Oh.
are released from the talons and you manage to grab onto them with your non-metallic free hand, holding on by one hand, dangling 30 feet in the air from this necrotic wyvern.
And dude, that cursed gauntlet is +1 striking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in its nutsack. Come on.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic because it's your turn next.
Monet is going to punch the wyvern.
Yes.
All right, give me a hit.
Is it still a D4 of damage, or did it up with the gauntlet?
Oh,
It's 2d4.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
+1. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that's a miss. That is a 12.
That is a miss.
She will try again.
Okay,
What's your
-5.
to hit with your fist?
+10.
Bad roll.
That's a bad roll.
Bad roll.
Don't
Yeah.
forget your PP.
I know.
Also, don't forget it's 4, not 5
Right.
for unarmed
the
strikes.
max.
Oh, unarmed. Yeah.
I will
Reroll?
use a... No, I was just going to use a PP on my next one.
Well, you can use it to reroll.
Yeah, I'll let you use it for that first one if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are going to need all the help you can get on this one.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
That one hits.
Beautiful.
Still not great. Still just D4s.
That's awesome.
But,
D4s plus modifier.
yeah.
You got some strength on you.
Smack, smack, smack.
Do you have some strength on me?
Whatever damage we can deal.
7 bludgeoning.
That's fantastic.
It's not nothing.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. Does it count as magical or no?
Yeah.
because it's a
Because
+1.
+1 striking, it's magical.
Just in case. Yeah, that's true.
+1 striking fist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is it? 10, 15 episodes later, we get to see it in use.
She's. I feel like she should use an action to.
It's actually just her trying to grab on with the other hand.
Yeah. It's just, man, should I like do a grapple check to continue to hold it, or should I just do what I can right now?
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know.
Because so I'm 30 feet above the ground right now.
Yep.
I used one action to. No, that's a reaction.
Yep. So you've only used one action to attack. You still have 2.
Because I could
You wanna roll
just
to
try
climb?
and punch it again.
You wanna play some Dragon's Dogma? You want to climb this dragon?
Something else you can do too. I don't know if you remember your fist's activated abilities.
I don't.
Oh.
Your fist has 2 activated abilities. The first one's not very well. One could be relevant. For one action, once per hour, you can gain a +1 item bonus on all athletics checks for a minute.
Oh.
Or for 2 actions, once per day, you can cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, is that... Oh.
I might
Here's
need
the
you to
thing,
send that
though.
to me.
I don't... Enfeeblement. Is that a mind ability? Because
On your... Pull up a tab
I can tell you
and
that.
type in Grasp of Droskar.
Scarab's got a feeling that this dude does not care about mind-altering effects.
It's not mind.
No,
Okay.
it is a strength debuff.
Beautiful.
It
yeah.
enfeebles.
Good.
A ray with the power to sap a foe's strength flashes from your hand. Attempt a ranged spell attack against the target.
And your gauntlet has a attack modifier of a +10 on that shot with a DC of 20. It says on the page for Grasp. Grasp of Droskar right at the bottom, right after it says you cast Brave Enfeeblement with an attack modifier +10 and a DC of 20.
Okay. So, let me do that. Let me try and do a Ray of Enfeeblement on this dragon.
Okay.
I mean, Wyvern. Let's be clear. That is a 24.
24 is a hit. So now I need to do a Fortitude save.
I have it up.
Rhetorical question.
Okay.
All right, Fortitude save. Not very fortitudinous. It's not the word.
Fortitudinous.
Yeah, thank you.
Fortitudinous.
Fortuitous.
Fortitudinous.
Okay, shit, math. Math. Fails the save. He is now enfeebled 1.
That's massive.
What is the save against?
Is a DC 20. It's on your Grasp of Droskar.
Okay, so yeah, enfeebled 1. Nice. And I think with her last action, she will attempt to punch it again.
All right, lay it on him.
Ouch.
19 to hit.
-8? You did -8?
Oh.
Or wait, is it -8? Was this your
Second
third?
attack, so -4.
Yeah, so 19
The ray
to hit.
is an attack roll.
That was my...
Oh, and the ray is 2 actions.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay.
The ray should have a -4 to it, though.
I think you're right.
A 20 to hit with the ray.
That wouldn't miss.
What if it's grappled?
Well, if it's grabbed,
Actually, yeah, then
it's
it would-
flat-footed.
Yeah, then a 20 would hit exactly.
Oh my god.
So it is still enfeebled 1. You are out of actions. It has a -1 to all strength-based checks and damage rolls. And it is Rootmoore's turn.
Come on, buddy, Rootmoore! Oh no! So this thing's 30 feet up in the air.
30 feet up.
Where's Rootmoore standing?
With Monet
Fuck.
dangling from its foot. Swinging at it with her metal fist.
Monet! Hang on! Don't fall! Rootmoore points his hammer at this fucking creature. And spiritual damage goes flying toward it with divine lance. 20 to hit.
Because it is flat-footed, 20 is a hit.
Oh, yes! 8 spirit damage.
As your ray of, what is it called again?
Divine lance.
Yeah. As your ray of divine lance pierces through the creature's other wing, you notice what seems to be a very powerful effect taking place. The ribbons of its tattered flesh begin to singe and turn to ash in light. It seems like it was extremely effective.
Oh,
you
yes!
bet it was.
Yes! Scarab, use your spiritual damage!
Spirit gun!
Oh boy, I haven't been to church in 20 years!
Oh, don't say that.
Don't say that, Scarab.
This is not the time. With Monet hanging, is she within 30 feet of Rootmoore?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, exactly
good.
30 feet up.
Monet! I will guide you! And he casts guidance on Monet.
Beautiful.
Guide me where?
Whatever you feel!
earth!
Come back, tell you,
Straight down you go!
the way it works is +1 bonus to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check. Hang in there, Monet! Literally, please! I only have so much breath for 1 action!
Round 2, Scarab, top of the round. What you got?
Tricky, back to me!
Tricky is going to make his way back. There's not. Oh, I can hold his second action, correct?
Holding an action costs 1 action or 2 actions?
Or not necessarily hold, but save it for later in my turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Tricky runs back. Scarab, that 1 action. Give Tricky 2 actions. Half of Tricky's actions to run back. Scarab, for a second action, hops on Tricky. Yay or nay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Second action to mount.
We'll have Tricky use his final action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We're going to move again away from the beast.
I moved you to the top layer so you're on him.
Hell yeah. So, final action.
Dragon's fire!
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Again, because he's flat-footed, 21 hits.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah on the grapple fee.
I'm holding on to this dragon. I mean, wyvern.
Same thing. What's the difference?
Loads.
Well, actually.
Well, actually.
That's going to be 9 magical piercing.
Big, big.
And that is the end of Scarab and Tricky's turn.
Which makes it the wyvern's turn. Realizing that you are still clinging on, the wyvern brings its taloned claw up towards its face and will attempt to bite you. Not the best. Does a 24 hit?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, it has.
Oh.
That's gonna be the big ones. Oh, terrible roll.
Good.
Good.
12 points of piercing damage. Right? Hold on. Like I'm asking you. Am I right?
Sounds good.
No, 10 points of piercing damage.
Sounds better. It's a lot better.
Yeah, 10 points of piercing damage as the Fallon.
The fountain.
Oh, rewind. 10 points of damage as the wyvern attempts to snap at you, and one of its fangs manages to slice against the side of you.
Okay.
You don't mean it?
Okay.
You don't mean his Jimmy 2 shoes have some Jimmy Fallons hanging from
No.
them? Hey, Monet. Hey, Monet.
Wow, this is really great. This is really great. How'd you come to be here?
The roots!
Damn it. It struggles to get at you with it in its claw, or hanging onto its claw, so it gives up on the bite, and with its second action, as it still flaps 30 feet up in the air, its spined tail whips in your direction, its prominent, pointed stinger dripping a foul-looking ichor as it flies in your direction.
Anybody pee-pee?
I have no more PPs.
No, okay.
You want a pee-pee?
Well, just a reminder. I'll be the pee-pee reminder all day, every day.
You want a pee-pee?
Yay or nay?
I'm gonna do it.
No.
Just do it.
I mean, it's your choice, Rootmoore.
Yeah, it's your choice. I don't want to choose for your PP.
That pee-pee's spoken for.
So the normal die on its own would have been a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus
Damn right.
Christ.
The second die, a natural 4.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.
As you
Hey,
wriggle
hey,
through
hey.
the air,
Look,
Holy shit.
I think you deserve a little thanks.
Thank you, man.
For being the pee-pee reminder.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
thank you, man.
Please.
Hey, everybody, you know
want a little
let's give a hand to the guy who always has PP on his mind. Come on.
right here.
Very good, Matthew. Very
Right
good.
here.
Very good.
No wonder I ain't got a girl. Damn.
That is going to miss you with a total of a 14.
But no,
For
thank
its
you.
last action,
Oh.
it is going to attempt to shake you off. This is going to count as a athletics check to shove.
Minus
Okay.
10.
So it is, yes, a minus 10. It is a very low chance to fling you. It is against
Actually,
your...
I think
Huh?
I need to look it up, but the remastered, all of the shove, trip, all that stuff is actually a -4. So it'd probably be a -8.
Okay.
But I need to look it up.
Treating it like unarmed attacks. I would like that. It makes
Yeah.
more sense. You're
I'm
not.
pretty sure.
Let's add an extra +1 because you're holding something. So why should a shove?
Yeah.
Why should a shove be harder than a punch?
It is going to attempt to shake you. Here's the toss. That is a 23. against your fortitude DC.
Fuck.
Against my fortitude,
Yep, fortitude plus 10.
that is a success.
Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah, the beast shakes its claws and flings you towards the earth. You plummet 30 feet.
Cats fall.
So you will take 10 less, or treat the fall as if it is 10 less, so you will fall 20 feet effectively. And you will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone.
Monet falls with a thud on a little splatter of blood.
Thud and blood.
And it's your turn. Splatter blood.
Okay, so first things first, Monet will channel her elements.
Imagining this as she's sliding viscerally across the ground, dirt and rocks floating up, and she's like, what should I do?
We channel all this rock that's going into my mouth.
She will then attempt a elemental blast, one action
Okay.
at this guy.
30 feet's good for your first range increment.
I believe it's 60 feet. I will double check.
Respectable.
It is 60 feet. Oh, it is 30 feet. I'm sorry. Some of them are 60 feet. Depends.
That's okay. That's
Depends.
still, that's the edge of your first increment, no penalty.
That is a 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
Ooh, big hit.
Yes.
Real talk. I mean, big chance to hit. That's what I meant.
See how?
That die meant business.
Yeah, it did. That will be 9 damage, piercing. And then with her last action, she will discharge her channeled elements to do her earth armor.
All right. Rootmoore, you're up. This thing looks,
Oh boy.
if you can believe it, it looks even worse for wear.
Is it still up in the air?
Absolutely.
All right.
Worse for
Well.
where is he?
Worked before. Let's do it again. Divine Lance. You idiot. 25 to hit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Roll damage.
Oh, good.
Or
9 spirit damage.
And just as before, it seems to have a devastating effect on the creature.
Frick yeah, it's probably.
Take that.
probably dead now.
Its
like-
bones begin to twist and contort in the air, and it almost seems like it's
Dead.
beginning to head for a crash course towards the rest of you.
I'll
Scarab.
catch him. Oh, I have one more action.
Sorry, Rootmoore.
15, 20, 25. Scarab, guidance. And he casts guidance. If that wasn't, if it wasn't obvious.
If it
Is that
if it changes anything, that would have been a 28.
No, didn't change anything.
is so?
I forgot about guidance.
That current spot. Pardon my inebriation. That's where Monet is currently. Yeah.
Technically right underneath. Right there. Did that move her?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So you're right underneath.
Okay, this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, Scarab seeing Monet thrown to the ground, he looks back up at the Wyvern. He shudders at the sight of this great beast.
Tricky! Charge!
I'm gonna do a cavalier's charge and move across the field. And Flavor trying to grab the attention of this beast, and as they pass Rootmoore running across the field, Scarab will let out a shot.
At Rootmoore.
Oh,
Oh, I saw this coming.
Okay, that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
The shot goes wide as it misses the beast.
Yeah, it does. Damn, hope I distracted it.
oh no.
Scarab's gonna reload. That's it.
I just think it's kind of mean to make that a miss.
Huh?
I just think that's kind of mean. I think that's kind of mean what you did.
No, it's
You
normal.
should write a letter to Paizo.
I'll write a letter to you.
I won't read it. because it's not a comment on one of our videos or one of our podcasts.
What if I leave a comment on one of the videos or podcasts?
All right, guys. The Wyvern's got 22 AC.
Yes, yes, I do. And it is the Wyvern's turn.
He looks so cool. Man, I've got a picture of a worm. I drew a worm in high school. I didn't know worms were a thing, but I drew a dragon that had just two arms and no legs, and all body, and his head looked like that. I made him all zombified and shit.
You know what's fun?
It's just cool to see him.
This token is from Ark.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
For a zombie wyvern.
That's neat.
Ah,
You know what's not neat?
From Ark.
It's real cool. For a listener, he's got like, think of a dragon skeleton, but he's just got skin draped on him in parts. It's just cool. White eyes.
What's not neat is as the massive beast's body begins to contort from the holy energy that pierces it, it begins to plummet down to the earth,
Holy diver.
heading towards Monet. Just as it's about to reach the final impact of hitting the ground, it twists its body in a way that it sends its stinger careening at you with impressive speed. Rolling a hit. 21 to hit.
that is a miss.
Yeah,
because of
dude.
her earth armor.
Oh, yeah.
So glad I did
Natural
that.
6 on the die.
Oh. God.
The tail collides with the ground first, followed next by its two talons as it begins to land on you, Monet. This is going to be 2 claw attacks as it impacts with the ground. First one, at a penalty, natural 1.
Yes! Yes!
Name or not, we drawing a card. What's that card gonna say, Cody? How bad is it gonna be for you, my friend?
That's dumb. It was...
If you're playing Kobold King, you win.
Dumbass, we win. Dumbass.
As the first of the creature's talons collides with the ground, you hear a sickening crack and crunch as the arm breaks, snapping together. It is a wounded 1 condition now on the creature. Its arm snaps just in time for the body to collapse to the ground, and the other claw swings down towards you in a defiant act of finality. And it harmlessly crashes onto the earth just around you, Monet, with a natural 4.
Wow. Oh my god.
The creature now lies writhing in a heap around you, Monet, and it is your turn as you sit on the ground, facing this monstrous, disgusting aberration. What do you do?
I'll tell you what I do. Monet
Punch it in the face!
will stand up and punch it in the face.
Yeah!
That's gonna be a miss.
It's okay.
18 to hit.
Second swing, come on.
Let me get that for you.
Why?
It's only fair.
It's paying it forward.
Maybe it'll be good karma for my
Another
die rolls.
8.
Shit.
Makes sense. You stand up on shaky ground as this thing is thrashing in some kind of wild frenzy. Its broken arm flapping about wildly, its skin tearing more and more as it writhes in the dirt.
You just slammed to the ground from the sky. Monet is a treasure. Just slam into the ground, stand up and start flailing your ball fist. You crazy.
She doesn't think. She just goes.
She's awesome.
This undead wyvern is just kicking up and spraying dust and rocks and debris as it thrashes about on the ground. And Rootmoore, you stand now as you see Monet flailing back at it, trying to stave it off. What do you do?
Oh, so that was 3 actions for you? I guess stand up.
Stand up,
Okay.
yeah. 2, and then 2 swings.
Keep doing what's working to find Lance. Okay. Math! Help! Spells! Oh no, 9 plus 12, is that 21?
It's 21.
Fuck! It's a miss, right?
Yes, sir.
What is Rootmoore's speed? Moving right there. With that's probably not flanked, huh? So I would have to be there to flank him.
Forgot about that. 1 second. Monet, I'm moving you back just 5 feet
Yeah.
from the impact of it. Yeah, you're flanking.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, that's Rootmoore's turn. Just running behind it to flank him.
And then here we are at the top of round 3 with Scarab.
Tricky. On my mark.
Scarab fires his weapon.
Get these bad rolls out of the way, guys.
25 to hit.
Yes.
Bad play.
Yes.
7 magical piercing.
And you kill the undead wyvern.
Tricky. Tricky begins to charge, and Scarab says, "Yeah." And they watch it fall.
Hell yeah.
The thrashing slowly subsides until the creature is once again still on the earth. And you see the yellow glow slowly begin to leak from its eyes, wisping into the air in thin tendrils. And its already rotting flesh begins to ooze and slough off like some kind of morbid black tar, leaving behind only a skeletal remains of this tattered and shattered beast.
Oh, damn, dude.
And you
Gross.
all level up.
No!
I need to work on my character.
Wow. Well, ooh.
Level 5? Oh, I love level 5. It's one of my favorite levels.
Oh my god, dude. My to hit went from plus 12 to plus 16.
Wow.
The fuck?
Big.
I'm Gunslinger Master
Holy shit.
at level 5. Jeez.
Oh yeah, it went up. Holy crap. I'm a master at the Warhammer.
Dude, level 5 is so big because we get ability boosts. It's massive.
It's real big.
I have more HP now because I got another point in con.
The other levels below 5.
Don't, baby. She just shoved her face in my drink. It was like, blah, 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 blah.
You gonna get wasted. Damn, girl.
No hesitation. What the fuck?
The other levels below 5 are nice because they're like developmental. Your character starts to become like a little bit of who they're going to become. And they're really neat to see things start to take shape. But level 5 is the first big power spike. That's the I do what I do really well.
Dex plus 4, charisma plus 4. Like what I do, I'm gonna start rolling high in.
I fixed Monet, if that's still okay with you.
Yes, that's really
Yeah.
good. That way we don't have to
This-
rest multiple times.
Which would
you
mean
know?
that her impulse attack now, instead of it being a plus 9 at this level, will be a plus 11.
Cool.
And her for her elemental blast, instead of her fucking modifier being
+2.
plus 2, it'll be a plus 4.
Beautiful.
And now you guys, I
Yeah.
don't know. I only know for Sorcerer and Bard, and I think they're both the same. On level up, you can trade out one of your previous spells or cantrips for something else.
Oh, with cleric, every day you can change all your spells.
I don't know if yours is one way or...
I honestly don't really have spells.
Okay, I was going to
Mine
say,
are
if you
hit.
had any that you hadn't used at all, then this would be when you change them, but I don't know if it's different for your class.
No, the only other spells I have are cantrips. The
think
spells
that might
that I
work the same
use
way.
are not related to like spell slots or anything like that.
Oh, wow, this is... Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have a big choice here.
Fuck. So we're gonna sit here and do this level up.
Yeah, take your time.
Damn. Okay.
Emad, if you want to, you can pause, or you can keep this in and cut it later. Your call.
Yeah, I'll pause it.
It's just easier on you on the back end.
Yeah.
As the beast's fetid corpse slowly comes to a still, its flesh sloughing off, leaving behind only its draconic skeleton, Culbrin Jabs emerges from behind a tree. You actually managed to kill that thing.
We only did it because of your help.
I knew it. I'm the best butcher who ever lived.
That was a joke. I'm glad you didn't die. Monet, let me help you.
Don't touch me.
I'm going to.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20. You dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Skadoosh.
Yeah, Rootmoore is going to treat wounds on Monet. Barely made it. Barely. 17.
Were you-
2d8.
Were you into your HP?
A little bit.
Dang.
7 HP. Do you need more assistance?
No, I'm fine. Also, why are you touching my knee? I cracked my skull open.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was your skull. It looks the same when you're all
No, she's fully healed.
Your head is a
Big
small
stone.
bony nub. I mixed them up.
Oh, I feel powerful all of a sudden. Ugh.
Didn't look anything like any wyvern I've ever seen. What was that thing?
Butcher, what did you get on your level up?
Oh my god! Emma!
And that's all we have time for.
Listen to me, Butcher. No, I got you, Emma.
Butcher.
I'll tell you a little something that happens. Scarab, this is for the listener. Scarab is a kobold. They live in reverence for these dragons. He just shot one, and it died.
Fake dragon.
It was false and undead.
Yeah.
Not the perfect kill, but
Abomination.
And it was kind of small for a wyvern.
no, for damn sure.
And it had glasses.
Honestly, it was pretty pathetic. Like, we're kind of assholes for killing it.
Yeah, a little bit. Really.
But
I mean, don't feel too bad. Earlier today, that wyvern was on Reddit, and it was saying some really awful shit.
But Scarab still, he sits there with his gun, arm still outstretched. It's been like maybe 20, 30 seconds since he fired. And he shakes. He brings his gun down. And we see Tricky, who just stopped himself from a full charge. He was ready to go tear that wyvern apart. He stops. Tricky turns his head a little bit and he turns his eyes as if to look over his shoulders. And as Scarab's putting his gun away from under his cloak, you see the sprouting of vines come out from his sleeve and begin to wrap his hands as he clasps his other hand to cover the vines, as if to be like, what is happening? He pulls his sleeves down and he shakes his hands out. And he doesn't want you guys to know. But he gained a level. And he got a feat of Fey influence.
Oh.
That's all that's available. Other than that, boy, we got strong.
Yeah, level 5 is crazy. Rootmoore didn't really get anything cool besides getting super strong.
From the guy that was like really excited to be like, "What'd you guys get?" I didn't get anything.
Not much.
It's to make me feel better, because,
Level 5 is huge for stats.
yeah,
Massive
really
for
big.
stats.
Big. It's your first stat increase. You get +2, right, to stats, or is it +1? I don't remember. Haven't played a character in a while. Or is it +1
Well, you get-
in 4 spots?
You get 4 ability boosts.
Yes. So +1 to 4 different spots.
I got,
Yeah, I
2
got
skill
plus
increases.
4 to hit on my weapon. It's crazy.
That's terrible for level 5.
Should've.
An added +4 bonus.
Rootmoore can see through magical darkness.
Ooh.
That's the coolest thing.
I mean, that's good to know because none of you could see through magical darkness before.
I don't have much to say about my feats right now because I haven't finished leveling up. But I can say that I did fix my character. So she now has 4 resolve.
Yeah.
She also, her AC is now 22, 25 with her earth armor.
Ridiculous.
And her her to hit for her attacks is now 11 instead of 8.
Thank goodness.
And her damage is now, for her metal and for her earth, is now 2d8 rather than 1d8.
Wow. So it's like you got striking. And you got a boost to your modifier, right? Went from
Yes, my modifier, instead of being +2 for a single and +5 for a double action, it is now a +4 for a single and a +7 for a double.
very big difference.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna say anything? I just asked a question.
And I asked you a question. What did you get on your level up?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
We saw... Dude, I can't remember. When we first saw the Wyvern, was that when you were with the birds, Scarab? Okay, so Monet and Rootmoore never seen this thing.
There's also, if Scarab were to recall, the faint traces of a wyvern he saw before was very much alive and not in this twisted,
Oh, shit.
undead state.
That's something that's got him tripping. I mean, it's fun little chance that he brought up the Wyvern and undead
And then
Kobold
this happened, yeah.
for an undead Wyvern to show up. It's like, okay, something really is wrong.
There's something very wrong. You'd already seen traces of it with the undead in the crypts, and then the undead kobold walking around when you made camp in the woods one of those nights. But then to see that this is going, apparently, further and further beyond, affecting more and more powerful creatures, there is something very wrong, and the Crucible seems to be at the epicenter of something dark.
Scarab is going to hop off of Tricky and begin walking towards the Wyvern and the rest of the crew.
At this point, you can hear still the faint bubbling and sizzling of this black, ichorous liquid that is sloughed off, as if the flesh itself is melting into some almost unholy-looking liquid. It lets off bouts of steam that give off a fetid and awful stench, as it slowly begins to dissolve and sink into the soil.
Can't eat that.
Tears begin to well up in Scarab's eyes as he's walking up, and he forces them away, and he wants to look at the Wyvern. Is this the same Wyvern?
Nature. Or Arcana.
16.
Hard for you to tell, but you don't think so. The state of this one is extremely decayed and deteriorated, or was before all of the remainder of its rotted flesh sloughed away. Whereas you saw that one mere days ago. To reach such a state of
Decay.
decay. It's like trying to think of another word. A decomposition in such a short time is unnatural, even by unnatural means.
Hey, let's go to town. Culbrin! Get on Tricky.
So long as there are no more surprises.
Climbs up.
Well, I'll make sure not to ask you about any more creatures.
Yeah, let's not talk about any other fantastic beasts on the way.
Have you heard about the hag?
The talons reach out at Monet.
Crashes in like a meteor.
Yes, yes, back to town. Scarab.
So Creed Manor.
Whoa! Haven't seen one of them since the Hag War.
What manner of space and time?
Stop talking about creatures! No, the remainder of your trip is relatively uneventful. It almost seems like the group itself falls into a quiet mode of self-reflection, trying to piece together everything you've seen and everything you might yet see. It leaves you with an uneasy feeling, but before long you find yourselves once again on the outskirts of town, now in the dead of night, making your way towards the gates.
Sheriff's office. No time to waste.
Let's get this over with.
Sheriff, you awake?
The guards at the door slap your hand.
Outside sheriff, you away.
They shove you in the dirt, call you mean names.
Oh,
So rude.
As you approach the sheriff's door, the 2 guards stationed here cross their halberds in front of the door.
No one gets in without Payday's say-so.
Are you the same 2 guards that were here last time we came?
No, there's 4 of us. That was the other 2.
Ah,
What exactly are you guarding?
The sheriff.
Why?
He's under arrest.
For what?
Bad decisions.
What would set him free?
Proof
What kind of proof?
that you didn't commit the crimes you said you committed.
Oh, good thing we've
You
got
didn't
the
say
butcher.
those crimes.
Good thing we've got the butcher here. Let us in.
Wait, I got this. I got this. Payday says what?
Not to let you in.
But
We brought D's for payday.
I confused myself.
But, shit.
We got a handful of D's for payday, and he said he needs them now.
What are D's?
D's nuts. Let us in.
Damn it. All right, stand aside.
Damn right, don't even need to roll for it.
Can't believe I fell for that. Last time I fell for that was from a mind goblin.
The Mind Goblin class.
You ever played a mind goblin, Emad?
oh.
All right.
Anyway, where were we?
Where we going? Oh, there
What's
goes
Mind
Grubby.
Goblin?
Mind goblin these nuts? All right, anyway.
That's really good.
Oh, man.
We need to see payday.
So dumb.
Send us to payday.
Good thing you guys didn't fight any dragons.
Yeah, good thing.
The dragon what?
Dragging these nuts across your face.
Let's go to the bar.
You guys are all right. Get in
There's
there.
that alley-oop.
Thank you for the layup.
Let me up, brother. Don't leave me hanging.
Please. That's all I have.
Oh, God.
I found this dick for. Where do I turn it in?
You're gonna feed it to the up dog.
I'm very confused.
Me too.
It's okay, Monet.
The 2 guards whisper to each other for a moment before
What's a dick for?
I don't know. Let me see.
Girl, quick.
Sucking, you idiot.
We're children! We're children! Oh, mercy me. The guards converse quietly to themselves for a moment before one of them turns back to you.
Come on.
It's late, man.
You're the one who has said this.
It's staying in, brother. It's staying in.
You're stabbing yourself in the foot here.
Just work it in. We need fortitude saves for everyone at the...
Okay.
You are to wait here. We will send word to Creed Manor. Payday will be here shortly.
And one of the guards begins marching off into the night.
You're not so big.
Scarab's giving some attitude
What did you say?
You're not so big.
to the guy that's still there.
I'll have you know I'm 5'5".
Scarab shudders a little bit.
Careful, Scarab. He's a giant.
Mountain of a man. Still only counts as one.
Monet thinks for a second really hard. Her eyebrows are all furrowed, and then she looks down at the guard, who is shorter than her, and says, Creed Manor, more like Creed Man not. And then she looks at the two of you like,
Manor.
All right.
Hardly knew her.
damn. That was a good one.
In other words, manure. You're shit. Let us in.
Damn.
Are those deep?
I'm just doing my job, man.
You feel good about it?
Very good at it. Got a promotion just last week. That's why I'm here.
From the creeds? I could do you better.
The captain of the guard,
Ah, who's the captain of the guard?
Sheriff Bilson.
Oh, so the guy that you're holding captive promoted you.
Last week, yes.
What do you think about him? How do you feel about the guy?
He's great.
Trustworthy?
Absolutely. Never done any wrong by me. He promoted me.
You think he's gonna keep that promotion with you locking him up?
He's gonna... Do I what?
We're here to take down the creeds.
No, it doesn't say that.
Come again?
Nothing. Don't pay attention to me. I'm ornery.
I don't like that he's in there. I would let him out, but I feel like if I was derelict in my duties, then I would be betraying the promotion he gave me.
Just doing his job.
I'm in a very difficult position here. It's really been hard on me.
Glad you can see that.
Sense motive.
Yes.
17.
Yeah, he's not happy about it at all. He's just doing his job. He's just a run-of-the-mill. He's a guard.
Rootmoore just gets really sad all of a sudden.
Life is hard.
I'm empathetic.
What happens if you don't do your job?
He'll probably be fired. My family will probably starve. Probably be forced to leave town.
We need a fourth person. Why don't you join us?
You have room for a first-level bard?
Yes. Oh, we could use you.
Just holding an accordion the whole time.
Always want to just sing.
What's your name? What is your name?
My name? Why, I'm Thomas Failstring.
Oh, Thomas, we need someone like you because we had a halfling kind of wimped out, didn't want to play with us anymore. Level 1 is better than 0 level.
What do you guys play? Do you have any gigs?
We have a gig for sure. It's in the forest.
Scarab just turns slowly towards Rootmoore.
And Monet
And in his
also
mind-
is confused and excited.
In his mind, he
guys.
puts a hand against his fist and his elbow on a table to be like, please, pray, do tell more, Rootmoore.
And Monet says genuinely, please, pray, do tell more, Rootmoore.
Yes.
3 people are watching you with eyes full of amazement or incredulity.
Yes, there's this gig. It's out in the forest. What we're trying to do is kill a bunch of kobolds that are, making things undead, summoning demons? I don't know. That's
Whoa, man, I'm just trying to play some music.
Well, this town is in terrible danger.
You're probably safer out there than you are in here, honestly.
Under the thumb of the creeds? The theme of the creeds.
Dealing with undead kobolds and untold horrors is safer than standing in front of a door?
They'll make their way here soon enough. If not, maybe you'll be in one of those cells.
We've been out there for a while. If you haven't heard, we're level 5 now. If you come with us, you will level up and become greater.
And you guys, you've never lost a party member? No one has ever died?
I've never lost a party member.
Monet's gonna lean down a little bit and be like, I was just dropped from the grasp of a wyvern just a couple of hours ago. I think you're safer here.
This has been a great hypothetical, but I think I'm good right here.
Are you good? Are you good? Holding an innocent man, that sounds evil, not good.
Well, you're harshly judging somebody you don't know. That doesn't sound very good.
And
I go
you
by the facts.
kind of lied to him.
What facts? Let's hear them.
You're keeping a good person imprisoned.
And you're yelling at a good man.
How does that make... No! Stop saying you're good! You're not good.
What evidence do you have?
You're imprisoning a good man. That is not good.
Rootmoore, the truth will reveal itself when payday gets here. When we have our proof
He's
that I'm
slow.
sure he didn't expect us to bring.
Yeah,
Oh.
where's the butcher?
He didn't want... Right, standing right
He's
here.
on pig.
Nowhere to be seen.
Shut up. No, he's here.
He should most definitely be with Tricky. I mean, by this point, he could be off if he's of...
No, he's right there with you.
Oh,
he's
not
riding
going
along.
anywhere until we...
And almost as if on cue, you actually can see the other guard coming back with Payday in tow. He is trudging and plumping his way down the road in a onesie with a nightcap and a torch guiding the way.
Adorable.
And before long, he stands before you, all of his quaking glory, staring you up and down.
And what is the meaning of this? In the middle of the night?
Yes.
Culbrin,
Take a look.
present yourself.
I don't think that's appropriate, but I'm here.
Let it all out.
I only handle wieners on the clock.
Just leak it. Leak the pics, bro.
I don't know what that means.
Payday, look! It's a butcher!
It sounded like you were going to say something really offensive.
I was gonna say preacher, I don't know why.
You almost called me a... Whoa, you almost got me.
You're gonna have to be a preacher soon because there's no room for another butcher.
Oh. It's your temporary butcher.
This is the man you were looking for, no?
Hades' face twists into a bit of a snarl as he looks over Culbrin Jabs.
So it would seem.
Surprised?
Disappointed?
Relieved that one of our glorious town's members could be returned safe and sound. You may release the sheriff. I will hear no more of this tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Good thing Culbrin didn't die when I was beating him, just in time to bring him back. I'm just,
Arrest that man!
just kidding.
He promptly turns on a chubby heel and begins plopping back down the road, a bit more flustered and frustrated than before.
Good.
See? I was just doing my job.
I'd like to sense motive
Okay.
Yeah.
on...
Why would he release the guy who was guilty?
No. He said that he was relieved.
Oh, sure.
Do you want to roll it?
No, it's good. Like, clearly, they don't
You
want
nailed
the
it.
sheriff free.
Right,
They
they're-
absolutely don't want the sheriff free.
Yeah.
You can tell that there is a part of Payday that hoped that you would have been too late.
I'm so glad he didn't move the goalpost
See, like-
further, but that's smart for him to not move it further, because that would have just been a fight right the hell now.
Yep.
Ah, this guy, hey.
He's been around for reasons.
Yeah, he moved the goalpost. We just didn't see it happen.
I knew that. I just wanted to hear you say it.
No, for sure. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Did you roll?
Cody rolled
Yeah.
it for me.
Yeah, you nat 20'd it. Or I nat 20'd it for you. Yeah, did you hear me tell you what it...
Yeah, that
okay.
he
Yeah,
was-
there is sincerity in part of his words, mixed with a twinge of resentment and an underlying layer of malice.
So there is sincerity in part of it, though?
He is glad that a townsfolk member was saved. He is unhappy that he lost his opportunity with the sheriff.
Yeah, the natural part was his relief that someone's okay. The unnatural is him being mad that it makes its job harder.
Yep.
That's evil incarnate.
That's what I was curious about. If he was actually even cared at all.
Yeah.
Or if he's just outright.
Everyone's got a
Evil.
human. Everyone's got a human in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Plus, I mean, where the hell is he going to eat his bacon if there's no butcher?
Like I said,
hey,
No one else is capable for miles, dude. Nobody who makes anything even remotely palatable for fathoms deep into the earth.
congratulations, Falcons Hollow, you got your McDonald's back.
He's already gone.
Good.
So,
Sheriff Wilson! You're free!
the
still outside.
the guard that you were yelling at and insulting horridly gives a nice smile as he opens the door to go in and let out Sheriff Baleson. Never doubted a good man would go free. And as you look inside, Sheriff Baleson is sitting on the cot now, behind the bars, and he stands up and he gives you a wry smile.
So, you found the butcher.
Yeah, poor excuse of a butcher.
Lucky for him, we were about to go take a nap.
Yeah. I don't think he knows how to deal with meat at all.
I knew you had it in you. I knew I was right to place my faith in you. Thank you.
Of course.
Now, about taking down Creed Manor.
We all know this job is not done. He wants you out.
Oh, he was so sad.
What was that about taking down the creeds? Says the guard holding the door open for you.
Oh, yeah. No,
You have one chance, buddy.
yeah.
You leave now or you stay here.
Who are you with? The sheriff or the Creeds?
Don't want no trouble, point taken. He closes the door with you guys inside.
Look, I know you don't have to join us in this, but you know your life might be the first on the line.
That much is clear. Seems the Creeds have had enough of me. Doesn't matter if the town elected me of their own volition. Democracy has no place out here in the wild wastes under their thumb. There's only one thing to do. But first,
He pushes open the bars of his cage and he
You
walks
alcoholic.
over to the desk.
You alcoholic.
Pours 4 glasses.
It's just
He
funny that he can
unzips his-
open his cage.
He unzips his wooden cot and it's just 16 Jack Daniels bottles.
They crash to the ground, and the one that still has a little bit of liquor in it goes over to his desk and he opens a drawer and he pulls out a fine bottle of some malt liquor. And he pours a small glass for each of you.
even if it's only some small part of this world, you've done your small part, in no small part, to restoring some semblance of justice.
I felt pointed.
Thank you.
Why do you keep saying small? I'm medium-sized!
There was a small and a medium size.
Some of you with much taller, larger contributions than others.
He like nods at Scarab.
I could just leave. It's fine.
Oh, I heard the next town over's looking for a butcher.
Payday was only disappointed because Rootmoore showed up. Damn it, we can have 2 butchers.
What is this, a sausage party? Get the fuck out
No,
of here.
that's you, big boy.
You guys ready for 3 hours of content that we're going to cut down to 20 minutes?
Produce.
So it's going to be a hell of a ride for Emad later. You're going to laugh a bunch and then get angry and then laugh again.
It's just gonna be a hell of an after credits.
Join me tomorrow. I'll have an idea for a plan. I've spent some time. I have the base schematics for part of the building. I don't know that it'll work. No part of it's sure.
Would it be any help if we got the other leaders of these buildings, these businesses, behind us?
If we had collaborators, it would make it easier. The more people that are ready, should things go south, if the town can react, maybe, even if you should fail, maybe we could oust the Creeds.
Something to keep in mind.
Something else to consider. If you can't get them out, maybe we can keep them there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Tomorrow morning, come see me. We'll go over the plans. We'll decide something. Seeing as how there are no more issues outside of town, this can be resolved as soon as you're ready.
Yeah, no issues at all.
Yeah, there's nothing weird happening outside of town at all.
I see none of you are fans of malt liquor, so... And he... Go.
Oh, please!
Wait, I seriously need something.
Rootmoore dives for his glass.
Scarab dies.
Monet's
Toast.
still stuck on small part.
You've done your small part in no small part.
She's just kind of standing there like,
Small part.
just small part. Small part.
Apologies.
I feel like Monet's getting really dumb. all of a
starting to
sudden.
sound...
She used to be smart. She worked in the library, for God's sakes. Why is she dumb
Yeah,
all
and
this?
only smart people can put books where they go.
Small
Small part, smart.
small part, smart part. Smart part.
I see you went with the fire elemental, judging by the smoke coming out of your ears.
Smallpox flashes in front of your eyes. Oh, I chose my element. Smallpox.
Come on now. Don't leave me hanging. A toast to all of you.
Monet will grab her glass.
Scarab tugs at his sleeve and lifts his arm up. making sure to cover what the hell is happening to him.
Scarab, what's on your arm?
You don't see it. Not yet. You'll get your time.
For good or bad, weal or woe, to Falcon's Hollow.
Here we go.
Take me! Let's get.
Oh, that was awesome.
That's a pee-pee.
The Cursed Caravan uses trademarks and /or copyrights owned by.
We're not done yet.
Oh.
What are your plans for the rest of the night? This is Cody D'Al.
Sleep, probably.
Back to
Rootmoore is
the-
gonna go murder the butcher. No.
Finally, back in my own home. No!
Just gonna rest at the tavern, yeah? Get all restarted, get your...
Before Rootmoore goes to bed, he's gonna go to the tavern, get the sheriff's axe, and bring it to the sheriff.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to both Cody and Felicia.
Uh-huh.
Not to me, though.
Scarab. No. Scarab. No, you'll see why. You'll see. Hey, you'll see
Fuck you,
why.
Emad. Fuck you.
Scarab wants to go visit an old friend.
Okay. Let's resolve Rootmoore first, because that's a fairly easy one. After the sheriff wishes you all a good night, he has an ear-to-ear grin that hasn't left his face since you came back. For the first time in a few days when you've seen him, his cheeks are flushed with color again, and he looks to be even more hopeful than when you first met him. After you leave, Rootmoore remembers the axe, retrieves it from his room, and takes it back. As he knocks on the sheriff's door to present it to him, the sheriff gives him a wry smile.
I see you kept it warm for me.
I haven't been here long, but I had a feeling this day would come. This town is corrupt. I'm willing to help. I have no gain in it. Sounds like a good time. One of my... only known him for a few days. One of my best friends lives here. And...
Is that Culbrin jobs?
yes! How did you know? Oh, we're like big buddies. We play...
Birds of a feather.
yeah, we play Words with Friends on the phone and...
On the phone.
And Monet, love her to death. Very mysterious. Never had a moment to be like, who the fuck are you? But she saved my life multiple times. So my life is here, in this town. Let's fix it.
It's been a while since I've had to use this axe to literally bash the brazen face of corruption here. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like it's time to swing again. Thank you, Rootmoore.
Yes, and once we take over, my only request, I would like to be the butcher of this town. I won't get taken away by little lizards.
I think that's something we can discuss, for sure.
Fantastic.
Nothing wrong with healthy competition in a free market.
There won't be competition.
I like your spirit.
And I love your humor. Let's go kill something.
I should probably go to bed.
You're right. I'm
Tomorrow
tired.
morning, the plans.
Fantastic. I'll be at the sitting... fuck, is it Sitting Duck?
That's the place.
Yes, the Sitting Duck. I will be at the Sitting
Don't confuse it
Duck.
with the duck hole.
Oh, no, I did that once.
Everyone has.
Thank you,
night.
sir. Good night. Thank you.
Slams the door in your face. And let's cut over to Scarab. As you see the rest of your friends heading into the inn before Rootmoore heads back out. What are you doing?
He's gonna see them off without making fuss of his disappearance as he slinks back away. Travels quietly down the roads to a house that we were once familiar with, where an old friend may live. He's gonna walk up the steps and knock on the door.
I mean, I'm making an assumption here, but you hear a shuffling inside and kind of a you hear like a chair scrape against the floor and like stomping to the door, and the door opens just a crack quickly, and it's Jacques, and he is wearing
wrong door, and he leaves.
He stands there looking exactly as you remember. Full cloaked up with his Plague Doctor mask on. And so you just see a bird face stick his head out the door, look around, and look down, and you just see like the glint of the moonlight as he looks at you and says, "No solicitors."
Scarab his head is facing you, as if to look at you, but he's looking down. He knows. He understands. And he looks up at you.
I have a crew of people. I'm sure you've heard about what happened to the sheriff. We freed him. We're gonna take on the Creeds. Jacques.
You see tears stream down his eyes, and he pulls his sleeve back, and you see just vines and moss. And he has tears in his eyes.
Can you look at this for me?
Oh.
Jacques stands there, quietly, just looking like standing tall. He's very tall, looking down at this kobold, his head kind of like cocking to the side like birds do. And then it's almost as if his neck shrinks down so he doesn't look as long, and he goes, "Come in."
Thank you.
Scarab bows his head and quickly walks in. Tricky nestles up in the front yard. He knows it's going to be a long night.
Oh, man.
Monet goes to the tavern, still thinking about small part, thinking about the Wyvern.
She follows Scarab. Are you trying to replace me?
No, she sees Rootmoore go and grab the axe and sees him leave. Doesn't see Scarab, so she just goes to her room. And she sits down, takes off her gloves, and looks at her hands, and there's just surges of energy going through her hands, just cycling. Her hand.
It's like one of those
ball hand.
electric balls.
Yeah, that you put your hand near and it makes your hair stand up.
So like when the glove was put on, it made her form a fist, and she can't unclench the fist. So it is essentially a steel ball.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
It's the same thing. She's just looking down at her hands, and
Yeah,
it's just
but
like kind of like steam and sparks, and just being like, oh, And she goes to bed.
That's awesome.
Something strange is
Something's
happening.
happening.
Crazy.
Each of you bed down for the night. The thoughts of everything are a lot. There's a bit of relief that kind of washes over you knowing that you were able to save Culbrin Jabs. Even more relief that this has now vindicated Scarab and freed the sheriff. But there's yet a lingering undertone of dread. The nightmares from the night prior, visions of this would-be Kobold King, the undead, the writhing mass of the Wyvern, still hearing the sizzling and popping of its decayed flesh. That eerie yellow glow leaves so many questions swimming around in your minds that it's almost impossible to fall asleep with so many questions writhing around in your head. And yet you manage, and you slip into that deep, sweet embrace of a night's sleep. And once again we see a sea of black, a rippling floor, in a deep void. High above each of you, in the darkness, 2 orbs begin to form, glowing yellow, slitted by black lines that glare at you menacingly before a snarl forms and a red-scaled visage looms out from the darkness, his head adorned in a wreath of bone and skull.
Flee while you can. Flee and never look back. For should you find yourselves once again in my domain, the domain of the truth scales, you will not leave again.
Scarab, as you stare up at this visage high above you, looming from the darkness, there's a small tinking noise behind you, like the shattering of tiny glass shards, like the magnifying sounds of snowflakes breaking on the earth. And as you turn to look, there is suddenly a shine of light that beams down. Nothing inside of it, just a spot of light in the midst of this darkness, before you hear, almost like it emerges from underwater, a voice calling out to you.
I Lord Steward Bafomdad.
In the light begins to manifest Tricky, once again staring at you, although he looks different. The large boar is still there, staring at you with eyes that seem to pierce beyond just seeing you, almost as if knowing you. And beyond that, he is now wreathed in a thick layer of moss and flowers. The flowers themselves seem to break off, gently waft down to the ground before they tink and explode in small sparks of light, before they regrow in an ever-shifting mantle of nature.
Lord High Steward Bafomdad, it is time.
The light suddenly snaps out, and you are left in darkness before there begins, in the distance, a growing warmth, a heat emanating from the darkness, and it begins to glow more and more with a warm golden light. You begin to make out a figure in this light. It seems like its back is turned towards you. You see golden fur on a towering figure. Should it stand straight, you imagine this to be close to 8-9 feet tall. A massive mountainous canine form, standing on 2 legs. There's a green turtle shell on its back, protruding with spikes, and a fiery red mane, bisected by 2 great horns. A gnoll's head turns in your direction, its eyes alight like flame, filled with ambition, and yet there is a coolness to it, an understanding of something greater. Without turning towards you, his head tilts to the side, regarding you with one eye, and in a gravelly voice he calls out to you.
Lord High Steward Bafomdad, they have come for the Queen Mother.
And that's all that we have for today.
Oh my god!
The Cursed Caravan uses trademarks and /or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. Paizo.com/community use. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content.
You will know.
The Cursed Caravan is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. The Cursed Caravan theme music and the outro music you are hearing currently is written by our very own Matthew. We would also like to thank Michael Gelfi Studios, the world reference for tabletop RPG audio, for the music and ambiance that we use in pretty much all of our episodes.
Big ups, Michael Gelfi.
Fantastic. You can find out more about Michael Gelfi at michaelgelfi.com. Check out their Patreon and YouTube links in the description. Please leave us a comment and rate us 5 stars on your podcast app of choice, especially Apple Podcasts. Spotify also allows you to rate and leave comments. And Also, give us a like and leave us comments on YouTube. We will read those comments if you do. Do we have any?
As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh crap, let me bring it up.
No, because they don't like us enough.
Help.
Also, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at thecursedcaravan@gmail.com. We will also answer any of those questions on the podcast. And all of our information is in the description. Emad?
Yes, we have one from Tales in Gap. This is episode 26 of Crown of the Kobold King. They say, I was so terrified of roaches hatching in my tongue for the longest time. Took that 20 and bought Cobra Triangle. Cody, do you know what this person's talking about? We were talking about licking
I think we were talking about, licking envelopes, and there was that lady that licked the envelope. Yeah. I was so confused for a second. I was like, this person's on something. No, I'm sorry. What was the second half of it? What did it say?
Cobra Triangle? Do I need to look this up?
They took that 20 bucks, and bought Cobra Triangle. Come on, you know who this is.
Cobra Triangle. Oh, I know. Yes, I do know who this is. Cobra Triangle. That was a game on the NES.
Yeah,
where you played as a speedboat that could shoot bullets, and you zoomed around. I flopped on that. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Whack that out of mine.
I've seen this game before. Never played it.
That's when we were having the discussion of like the old days where you bought games purely based on their cover.
I mean, it's got a sea serpent on the cover. I would have been so into it.
It looks like the game looks nothing like that, but I liked the game. It was fun.
The game looks okay.
That's the game that I bought at the same time. Probably talked about this before too. You don't have to include all this amount, but the game I included was Wrath of the Black Manta that I ended up buying because it has a ninja doing like a flying kick on the cover while holding a katana and a Chinese star.
Trust me, I have my share of albums that do not sound like their cover.
That was a good time. Thanks for leaving that comment. That's a blast from the past.
Thank you, Justin.
There's a reason we
I
keep
can't wait
you
until
here.
you come back so I can kill your stupid bald character.
I fucking kill you. Love you, Justin. Your number one customer.
Feed you soon. Don't worry.
Keep leaving those comments.
Oh, yeah.
You leave a comment too, new subscriber.
And thank you for being a traveler on the Cursed Caravan.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. I want to say, no. Bringing up some deep lore with that character and that dream. That is very exciting. This is stuff that we played in our games before we started recording.
We're about to tie some knots.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that, and I'm very excited for you as the listener to hear it. This is amazing.
Cursed Caravan Expanded Universe.
Yes. Oh, that's all I want. I just want a connected universe with all of our characters. Oh, fuck.
That's all I give a shit about. It's
Fuck
fun,
you, Marvel.
man.
We started it first.
Makes me feel like throwing up.
It's amazing. But yeah, thank you.
Bye.
I'm not saying it again.
Never catch me twice.
Lord High Bafomdad. Shut up.